I'm Aloysius Hogan with the Competitive Enterprise Institute. Today we're very pleased to have Cyndi Cunningham, one of the care workers who has great experience with unionization efforts.
I do live in St. Paul, Minnesota, and I'm a family child care provider. There are two different aspects of this unionization. One is for home health providers, PCAs, and the other is for family child care providers. So I've been having my own small business child care provider in my home for about 15, 16 years. The appalling part for me was a provider who is now the president of the charter union. Lisa Thompson was trying to convince the other provider that this was just for information, that it was not a union card to sign up for the union.
So the union was misleading her.
Yes. Our biggest argument is the child care subsidy is actually the family's, not ours. If the government can be put under this unionization, if welfare subsidies can be put under this, cannot not be everywhere. At this point, it takes legislative action to make those leaps. National Right to Work, and we are involved in a federal lawsuit, Parrish versus Dayton. At this point in time, the vote process, the actual organizing efforts are technically on hold. And we've been conjoined with a lawsuit, Harris versus Quinn, in Illinois.
What part of the Constitution are you arguing is being violated?
The freedom of association, that we can choose who we want to do business with. To have legislators change my employment status to be an employee of the state is where I, as a layperson, say that that is what is wrong. The part that's really huge to me is the exclusive representation is for all aspects of licensing and my business. So I would have no voice in what the union would decide.
Have you heard any estimates at all about how much you'd have to pay?
Right now I believe it's at $25 a month. It's more than what I want to pay. The Ramsey County Commissioners themselves, under budget for 8 years, have budgeted money for providers who are in the union. This is not a proper use of taxpayer money. Child care subsidy rates are actually the parents' rates, not ours, because I charge what I choose as a business. So what the child care subsidy program pays isn't my income. I charge additionally usually. They promote that they can intervene and go to licensing and act on our behalf. Legally, they cannot. They have said that they can offer medical insurance or other kinds of benefits. That has not happened more than 1 or 2 times. It was a very small number of providers who actually qualified for it. 1/3 of the providers in the state of Minnesota actually have children and families who use the child care subsidy. So you're looking at a small number of providers who could ever even participate in this. Band together, and so your voice can be heard. It's, to me, the union jargon. They present that they're going to be able to go to legislators, go to DHS, and act on our behalf. None of that's proven true.
Do you consider the association to speak more on your behalf in the union?
Yes, I belong to both my state association and my county association. Dues are $35, $40 for a year. The difference is I have freedom of association. If the association is not backing things that I want, I have the individual right to go and act on my own behalf.
Let's paint a little picture.
The highest percentage are females, parents. It is a primarily female-dominated industry. When Governor Plight was in office, she was able to get a copy of a letter signed by him, that he would not at that point in time do an executive order to unionize. In 2012 is when Governor Dayton did sign an executive order to unionize. There was another lawsuit by another group that stopped that unionizing effort. The governor's executive order was deemed unconstitutional, and that the legislatures needed to be the ones making the decisions. Then in 2013, that's what was pushed through. I just heard of a county commissioner saying, "Oh, but you won't have to join the union." but they leave out the piece that you would have to pay fair share dues and still be impacted. The vast majority of people who are door knocking are not child care providers. They don't have a clue what our business is about. For in-home family child care providers, AFSCME is the unionizing entity. SEIU is attempting to organize the PCAs, the personal care attendants under the health care. I've never been a person to be against union. In this case, this kind of unionization should not be allowed. It was very sad to watch my own legislator knowingly go against what constituents wanted. My House representative is actually an AFSCME union member. Has reached a bigger audience through Workplace Choice, and appreciate the connection. Thank you very much.